guys, we're here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the brand new UEFA MARQUEE matchups, SBC, the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, this will set you back around 25,000 coins on both consoles, and in return it gives you a 45k pack for completing the whole set, as well as a 25k pack and also a Electrum players pack, I believe, as well, which I think is worth about 20k or so, so in my opinion it definitely is worth completing. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're on your own here, and let's get straight on into it. So we've got two different SBCs. Roma against Real Madrid is the first one, and this gives you a 25k pack. So you need at least 2 players from Roma or Real Madrid. You also need at least 6 players from the Serie A or La Liga, a minimum of 1 UEFA Champions League rare player, and an 80 overall rating with 85 chemistry. Now what I'd recommend doing before this is to do the UEFA upgrade SBC, which gives you a rare and non-rare version of the Champions League cards, and you can obviously use the rare one in this one here, and you can use the non-rare in the other one, which requires non-rare cards. So once you've done that, you've got yourself a card to put into your team there. You want to try and get basically just Roma or Real Madrid players. Now look in your club, see what you've got. You can try and snipe cards as well. I had Casilla as a Real Madrid player, and I also had this guy here called Koric, who plays for Roma. Now I didn't want to use like a whole mixture of Serie A and La Liga players, so I literally just put him in at left back, then built a La Liga bit of my team down here. As soon as I had enough players, you need a combined 6 from the Serie A and La Liga, which I've got here. I then just went with the same league as my blue card. Now obviously you guys aren't gonna like fully copy me, at least I expect you won't, because it depends on what Champions League card you've got. It depends on what Real Madrid cards you've maybe sniped the cheapest on the market or got in your club already. Same for Roma. But what you want to do really is build the attacking section of your team, or maybe if like it's a goalkeeper or something, build a section of your team around your Champions League card to get good chemistry there, like I've done here. As you guys can see, all those players get 9, 10 or 8 chemistry. And then you want to just incorporate your Roma and Real Madrid players in. So you can go with 2 Roma players, 2 Real Madrid players, 1 from each. It really is up to you. You can go with like a full La Liga defense with 2 Real Madrid players in, a full Serie A defense with 2 Roma defenders in there as well. But I had a random midfielder here. I just put him in at left back, and I've still got 90 chemistry. Now if you guys do want to copy me, feel free. These are the players I've used, although I would personally recommend just using cards you've already got, especially when it comes to that Champions League card. They're quite expensive on the market, so it's best if you just go ahead and use an untradeable version. But these are the cards I've used. As you guys can see, it is very, very simple. If you've got any questions, you can let me know down below in the comments. But if you try and snipe like the cheapest Real Madrid and Roma players off the market, same with the blue cards, if you want to do it from scratch, it is going to make it a lot cheaper overall. So we get 25k back from that. We've also got Porto against Schalke. This one is a little bit cheaper. It gives you a rare mixed players pack, and for this you need at least 4 players from Porto, or what am I doing here, from Porto or Schalke. You also need a minimum of 2 Portuguese or German players, at least 1 Champions League rare or non-rare player, and you also need a 78 rating overall with 85 chemistry. So this one here, very, very simple really. You just want to get 1 of your Champions League cards in there, use a non-rare. I packed this guy here, he's called Labiad. We've got him in at left wing. I then just put a few other Ajax players in to get him on good chemistry. Obviously, like if you've got maybe a goalkeeper as your Champions League card, use like 2 centre backs to get them on good chemistry. Pretty simple. I had a couple of Schalke players already in my club. I just put them in here. They don't all have to be in the perfect positions, as you only need 85 chemistry. But just try and snipe the cheapest Schalke or Porto players. I think the Schalke ones are a bit cheaper just because there's more non-rare goals and they're typically very cheap on the market. So I just put these 4 in here. But they don't all need to be in the right positions. Just link them together in one section of your team and you're good to go, and then build the rest of your team just from a different league. So I went with the Premier League down here. I just used a couple of high rated cards to get me up to the 78 rating overall, Mustafi and Klein being those 2 high rated players. Again, we've got loads of players who aren't on full chemistry. It is fine right here. We still get 93 chemistry. Now I do have loyalty chemistry on a lot of these cards, having packed them, so maybe if you guys copy me exactly, which I wouldn't really recommend just because you want to use like your own Champions League card rather than going and buying one. Obviously, like if you copy me and it doesn't exactly get the same chemistry, you could use like maybe position change and Bolo down to centre mid, or get a Schalke centre mid here, or you could use like a goalkeeper and a centre back here who link to this one right here. But very, very simple. I wouldn't really recommend copying me for either of these teams. These are the players that I've used though, if you do for some reason want to. Obviously bear in mind with both of these, like if you're not fully copying me, you may not get like the same rating and stuff, so you can just mix and match and just make sure that you're using kind of players that are around the rating you require. So for a 78 rating, use players that are around like 80 to 76. For an 80 rating, kind of like 82s down to 77, 78s, and you're good to go. But we're going to submit this right here. These videos aren't like entirely made for you to copy me. It just shows like a template on how to complete these SBCs, an easy and cheap way that you guys can then fill in with cards that you either snipe off the market cheaply or that you already have in your club. That's how these videos work. I always get lots of people saying like they copy me and don't get the exact same chemistry or something. That's not the point of these videos. Don't copy me, just use these videos as a template and use your own players. But there you go. You guys can see we get a 45k pack for the whole set. We've got those 2 other packs to open too. We've got plenty of things in packs, so let's go and see what we can get. 3 packs in total. We're going to start off with a rare mixed players pack, which gives you 12 players, 4 gold, 4 silver, 4 bronze, all of which are rare. Not too bad of a pack. Let's see. I reckon if we can get like 2 drop downs out of these packs, I'd be happy, or maybe like an inform or a walkout, anything like that, I'd be happy. This is going to be Sebastian Giovinco from Toronto. Not amazing, but an 82 rated player nevertheless, so he'll probably sell for like maybe 1.5 to 2,000 coins. Anyone else in here? Not really, although we do actually get a Angers defender who I think will go for a lot. No, he doesn't. He's like 2k or so. I think he used to go for a decent amount. Always check the prices of silvers and bronzes. I mean, you never know. Some of them go for a lot, but we're just going to store those in the club. We also have a 25k pack. I'm not sure if the best of the best team of the week is still in packs. I'm really not sure. So I don't know if we can pack any of them. But so far we haven't even got a drop down, which is pretty tragic. That's going to be Simon Verdi from Napoli, which isn't amazing again. Could we have someone else hidden in the pack? I really can't think of anyone that's below 82 that would really save this pack, and there isn't. Does this card go for much? Some of these position change cards are like 4 or 5k, so always worth checking there. But in this case, didn't really get anything. I'm just going to check Musacchio's price. Actually, yeah, no point discarding him because he goes for like 1.5k. I think that's because of the SBC for Alexandra Pato, so always check those. And a 45k pack. We're going to finish on this. Come on, hook us up. Give me a walkout. Or not. Give me at least a drop down. Oh my god, literally just get in the bin. Who is that? That's Pavlenka. That was awful. That was very, very bad. But still, despite getting completely shafted by these packs, I think I've pretty much like broken even probably. I mean, bearing in mind that I just did this with like mainly untrade. It wasn't just random cards from my club. I made coins from this. But like, I think even if you just did this from scratch, buying players off the market, you really wouldn't lose out that much at all. And if you get anything good, like, you will make profit from this. So I would definitely recommend doing this SBC. It's really, really cheap, and the packs you get can be good. Like, you get a good amount of rare players across all these packs here, so you do stand the chance of getting like overall something decent, which unfortunately we didn't do this time. But if you do all these SBCs, you will in the long term most likely make profit. Like, I do every marquee matchups that comes out, I do every like little flash SBC and things, and 90% of the time I get nothing at all, but every now and again I get really good players. I've got a Aubameyang from one of these before. He was like 300k. I got JJ Okocha, he was like 800k. I've got some really good players from these types of SBCs. I think I got Raheem Sterling's Champions League card too, the like dynamic version, which was like 250k. So if you just plug away at it, be patient, do all these SBCs. I know it can be a little bit demotivating losing out on a few coins or just breaking even on the majority of these, but in the long run you will eventually get something good, which you can obviously get gassed about and also make a load of coins from. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on it. I will have another video out later on today as well. We've got a trading video, one of the best, if not the best trading methods I've ever done a video on. I make loads and loads of coins. I literally make like 70k in half an hour in the video. So if you guys want to check that out, just stay tuned for my channel. In about an hour's time it'll be out. Check that video out because it's a banger. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Smash a like if you did, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.